Okay, I think I'm live. We're going to have to herd people from the other one. Oh, for gosh sakes. Always something. Cheers. We have peachy tea today. Peachy tea. And a really cool pen. Hey, Christy. Hey, Elaine. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Crochet in Agreement. Did y'all see some other ones pop up? I tried to go on YouTube again. It wouldn't have me. Hey, did I say Crochet in Agreement? I am now. Sandra Deathridge, Silver Fox, Debbie Graver, AJ, Lisa. How is your son, Lisa? I put him on the prayer list. Dana, Triple C. Can't wait till tomorrow when you're on the She Show. Got my alarm set. I'm happy you're here too, Dana. Hey, Karen Kutsambaris. Saying hey to me and Yarny Peeps. That would be us. Yeah, we had several people to add to the prayer list, y'all. My sissy, Teresa, she wasn't on here yesterday. She's really dealing with a bunch of stuff. Her grandchildren had a death in the family. I think it was their other grandmother. And, you know, her husband's, Sissy's husband, Teresa Patton's husband, is not doing well at all with Alzheimer's. And Teresa's just kind of stuck. She's homebound, and I feel so bad for her. So if y'all would keep her in your prayers. Oh no, now your daughter he is much better, and now your daughter is sick. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll add her too. Gonna get them treated tested just in case. Yeah. Hey, David. Oh, buddy, old college pal. We didn't know it. But we did attend the same college at the same time, had some of the same buddies. Pat Dancer and Clarissa Swearingen. Come on in, take your shoes off, put your feet up. Get your drink. Get your coffee, get your project. Look, Leanne's craft room is here from Australia. She said, it's been a while. Yes, it has. What's been going on with you in your part of the world? Crochet in Agreement says, and showing prayer hands. Yep, we got a lot of folks needing prayers. So I added, several more. So if y'all would check the prayer list again, and I know it's pages and pages, just lay hands on it or just say an overall prayer. The Lord knows who needs what. Quilty Linda's in the house. Or Q Linda, as I sometimes call her. Shortening her name. And Flower Tammy, I do the same thing. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Hey, what about we start with one of these lovely little couple of pages of some good thoughts. This is all about being positive. It says, view your tormentors as mentors. Ask yourself, what is this person meant to teach me? Every person in our lives has a lesson to teach. Some lessons include how to be stronger, how to be more communicative, when to trust your intuition, how to be more self-loving, when to let go, why you want to be nothing like that person. And we just pray for those folks. Hey, Gracie. Hey, Mama Swift, Trisha, my sweetheart. Clarissa needs prayers for a lot of pain and healing, please. Sure. We will add you to the list. I haven't seen Dina yet, but maybe she'll probably be along shortly. And if she doesn't come, I will try to remember, or when this comes up. I hate, I noticed some people's their live chat comes up right away, and they might be on for hours. And it takes a whole about 24 hours for my chat to come back up. But we will be praying. There's Dina. Dina, we got a prayer up there. Clarissa Swearingen. You see that one needs prayers for lots of pain and healing. And she says prayers for all those folks that I mentioned. So, how's everybody doing on this lovely Monday? Around here it's raining, but I've had such problems, and I know I'm not alone with allergies, that much as I don't like rain, I don't mind hearing it at night and stuff, but I got to get around. I got to be able to get out and about and do my running around to the post office, to make my runs to the Dollar Tree to see what's new and all that good stuff. Thank you, Dina, for your help, and I hope you're doing well. And what's in everybody's cup, and what are you working on? Hey, sweet Dago. Your chat usually comes up the next day. Like mine. Takes a whole day, but some people, I've noticed, they come up right away. I just don't know what the deal is, but Nancy Marchevka said we could call her Nancy Lee. It makes it a lot easier. And she says it's a sunny day where she is. Let me look here in Massachusetts. That's where Denny is. She says, yippee, and prayers coming your way for all who need it. Melissa Long is with us. Hey, Melissa. Dago said, well, can you hear Dago and anybody those? Every time I tried to start it twice on YouTube, and it did the same thing. Live streaming is not available at this time, which is weird, because then it worked yesterday. So I have no clue what's going on with them. So if we could get a couple of folks to go to those other lives and herd them over here. Hey, Pat. Miss Pat Frazier, Sparkles Hope Chest, saying hey to me and the squirrel. Susan Stalkup, hey, darling. And Kathy S. says if someone shares out your video, it comes back as soon as you're done. The chat does. Well, Dina always shares it out, but it still doesn't. I don't know. Leanne says, coffee by the jug, working on her grandson's blanket. His 10th birthday is in late June. There's Marcia. It's a rainy day in Georgia. Lord, I believe it's raining all over the world. That's a good song. Quilty Linda says, black coffee. Dago says hi to Sweet Suzanne again. So y'all must have seen each other in another live. Ursula was live this morning. I woke up early enough to join her, though she stays on for hours. Since Dana didn't come on this morning, she kind of took her time too. Lord, she had an invasion towards the end, and I felt so bad I wasn't there to help, because y'all know I was going in my chair. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Dina. And I put Sissy Teresa down as needing some extra prayer. She just kindly has a time. I feel so bad for her. Hey, Joyce Chapman. Hey, Yarn Addict with Karen. I know I tried going on YouTube 2 times. So I'm sure there were 2 starts. And I tried to find them on my phone, but they don't show up here. Becky says, where have I been? She said, look, I've been right here all the time trying to go online on YouTube, and it wouldn't work. So I gave up because I was already like a minute late. So Everybody saying hey to everybody else. Crocheting in agreement. Melissa says thumbs up. Yes, please. I can just see who's here. 38 folks in the house. Because it says 0 thumbs on this. Yeah, and Dago said a few of us were waiting on your other live. Oh, you sent them here and left this one on for people who go there. Yeah. Pamela found us. Pamela Morrison, welcome in. Welcome in. And Mimi. Hugs to sweet Mimi. Hugs to you all. Virtual hugs. I wish I could get to you and give you a good old granny squeeze. And Blind Stitches would like her link dropped. Just put CC if you want your link dropped. That means content creator. Mama Swift says, Nancy, where in MA are you? She grew up in Massachusetts. And let's see. AJ says, walking around the neighborhood with his boy. So that's good. Crocheting in Agreement says she is drinking iced green tea and hanking some cotton yarn to dye. That's fun. And I've got so much wool and cotton and acrylic that's in the box in the kitchen waiting for me to dye it. But I need to do, y'all know, same old sad song. Need to do more stitch markers and need to work on that diamond painting before I clear because the table's got to be cleared off. So I'll have a space to do all the dyeing, put all the dyeing stuff up. Sparkle's Hope Chest, who's Pat Frazier, says hey to me and hey back. And hey to the squirrel, she says. And Suzanne said, thank you, sweet Dago. And Kathy had said that. Let's see. And Leanne had said that. Got that. Let's see. I'm doing great, Dina. You know, even if I have aches and pains and think about not coming on, I think, shoot, I'll feel better when I get on. Just seeing my squirrels. So y'all are my medicine. And Becky said, after she said, where you been? Been looking for you. Hello, everybody. And Nancy said Peachtree and her, and she said we could call, again, Nancy Marchevka, we could call her Nancy Lee. Peach tea in her cup and a Jane Austen blanket with crafty toed yarns, corner to corner pattern. And let us not forget, if somebody wants to put their link up, that Hurley, is Hurley something, Hurley's hand-dyed yarns. Y'all know I always forget it. Hey, Miguel, it's 91 where you are. Phew. 91 in Texas. Pat Dancer's in Texas, too. And Pat says, drinking white grape flavored water and working on a mouse stitch scarf. And I love the way that looks, that scarf on the pattern. And y'all, about the challenge, I know Pat asked me, and Pat, I don't know if you did this or not. Hey, Gina, Knitting Turnpike. And Blind Stitches says, can I be everybody's neighbor so I could shop in your yarn stash? You'd be welcome to over here. Yay, a praise report from Linda Hendren, Linda's Yarn Barn. Her heart is doing great. Woo! And she gets to go back to work tomorrow. Woohoo! Nancy says she lives in South Deerfield in Western Mass. Dago says, Jaxie. And a few other things. I missed it. Hey, Maribel. Now, what was I saying? Dee, did you do an upload of the, yeah, I did a video about the challenge yesterday. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Pat, asks, hey, Nina. Pat asks, hey, Suzanne Wallen. Hey, Noni May. I'll get it out in a minute. Hey, Kelly's Crochet. Miguel bought 4 baby chicks today to add to the flock. How cool. Miss Pat asks, she said, this single crochet doesn't like me. Could she do mouse stitch and double crochet? Sure. Be creative, like Trisha said, be creative with it. As long as you do one of that, a single crochet, a double crochet, even a triple crochet, and then do a chain one and skip one, I don't mind. It's a variation of the moss stitch, and just do at least 75% of your project needs to be done in that. So that leaves you, if you want to do a different type border or something like that. And I keep changing. You know, David told me I couldn't have apostrophe. I don't know about this hashtag stuff. So I'm glad David told me that a apostrophe, you know, characters like that wouldn't work in a hashtag. And, you know, I capitalized Granny and Dee and, you know, the beginnings of the different words. But you can do that, but it just changes it to all lowercase letters. So I changed my title to all lowercase letters. But if you did it like I had it before, it's okay. I should be able to find you now. I've already seen a couple of projects on Facebook. Haven't checked Instagram yet, but I'm like, dang, y'all getting on the ball. Who knows, says Nancy. He was born and raised. Well, let me go back to here. See what all I missed. And Dina said she's good, but like everybody else, allergies. Yeah, that's why I thought, as much as I don't like rain, we need it to knock the pollen down. And Crochet Nana Michelle says, phew, running in these YouTube streets, finding you. I had 2 false starts again. And I tried to get rid of them, but they didn't show up on my phone. So what can I do? Melissa says, Ursula's lives are so freaking early in the morning. Well, not on Friday. Friday, it doesn't start till 11 Eastern. But yeah, Monday is early. But she goes for hours. So, you know, even if you miss the first part, you can jump in when you can or watch the replay. Blind Stitches says, worked on a stuffed toy. She can't wait for us to see it. Cool, cool, cool. Nana Michelle said she posted the updated link in the old one. Thank you very much. And let's see. Again, folks saying howdy to one another. Mimi, hugs to you too, darling. Crochets. Yeah, some other people were waiting in the other lives, I think. You know, like Nana said, she put the link to this one so folks could get over here. If they know me and how it's been lately, they know that I'm somewhere about. Find me on StreamYard. If somebody would go over there, doesn't mind going over there, you know, every little bit, I'm sure they won't stay there for a long, long time. And Nancy Marchevka says, Mimi, you're 45 minutes from me. Who knew? Hey, Sandrine. She's making a baby dress, and there's Ricola. I didn't say. Gina says, who knows? I'm so sorry. That's rough. How long do you have left for that cast? I got to catch up on that. And who knows said he used to work in Gardner and had friends in Athol. I'm probably screwing up that name. Sunita had the Frogger hat. It was too small. Yeah, that the moss stitch is a very solid stitch, even though you're chain one and skip one. It's not real holy like a lot of stitches are in crochet, so it does make a pretty dense fabric. So I think, maybe a scarf. I probably should have waited and done it in May or something, but I don't know. I just decided to do it now. Hey, Sylvia, good afternoon to you too, and God bless you too, and have a great week as well. And who knows is asking Dago, are you under a tornado warning west of Dallas? He says there's one west of Dallas. Hey, Antoinette, two OGs, hooking and stitching island style. I was driving into Salisbury, that emergency bark, bark, bark that goes off, and then bark, and that's bad news unless it's a test. But it was a tornado warning for south of me, like on the other side of Charlotte, in the Gastonia area. I said it correct? Good, Mimi. Yahoo! Pat, I've got her on the list, and yeah, Dina put her on there. And I put that on there that her father has been put on hospice, and she's going to be with him. And Dina mentioned that we should, and I put that on the prayer list too, that if we could run her playlist, because she said she'll have to take a break from YT for a while she's with her dad, which is understandable, and all that. And Miss Yarnell Dick says hello to everybody she's missed. She's sorry. She doesn't mean to miss anybody. And we're all like that. We want to say howdy to everybody. Marcia said we're under tornado watch here in Georgia. Yeah, that one that I heard was actually a tornado warning. But the winds are only, they spotted some spiraling or whatever they called it. But like 40-mile-an-hour winds. Hey, V, you sent my package today. Woohoo! I won at Blingo, and then I'd be doggone if I didn't win in the numbers game. And somebody said something about GrannyDee when I said, nah, I stink at the number guessing game, and I got it. I don't think the first time, but the second time. Lord's favor, I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, Becky, that noise it makes. David said, I just assume. What does David assume? Hey, Deneen, that people know you mean howdy do, even if you didn't get. Yeah, if everybody doesn't call you out by name, just know they mean to. Everybody says howdy to everybody else. How about that? Jaxie says, skirt, working and listening, not watching the chat. So, hey to all. But yeah, Pat, that's a good thing that you did that. But yeah, Dina put that on there, so I got it on. It's on the prayer list on my community tab in the new Facebook group. I never did put it in the old one yet. I need to start doing that too. But law, it's all I can do to put it in. Because I put it on a document first, so then I could copy and paste to get it on those two platforms. Maribel's here. Let's see. What else? Hope I didn't miss anybody. But if I did, you know what it means too, and I'll get you sooner or later. Sooner or later, love is gonna get you. And the YT police too, if I don't quit singing. Let's see. Who knows said Granny Pat Dancer's just down the road from him. That's amazing. So have y'all met up? Linda's Yarn Barn. Yeah, she had her good news there. We got that out. So glad Miss Gina Knitting Turnpike is with us. Glad you're all here. And Nina, I said, Kelly's Crochet Adventure says, hey, they're drinking beet Beet lemonade? What? I like pickled beets, but I don't know about some beet lemonade, but I'm sure it's good for you. I am sure it is good. Noni May is in the house. Shivery frog? What happened to shivery frogs? Have I ever smoked crack? Shivery frog's been here before. I've done a lot of things, but no, I haven't done that. Do I act like it? That one's been here before and didn't talk crazy, so I don't know. I don't know. That was kind of funny. Kind of funny. Let's see. Sandrine said, hey to everybody. I'm sorry I'm so late. Y'all trying to catch up. LaShira's here. Hey, darling. Let's see. Carrie the Yarny Elephant is lurking and crocheting. And who knows, said Knitting Turnpike. Something about, what is that? Arlington. I'm in Crochet Knit Addicts of Arlington Facebook page. I think that's what he said. I think that's what it says. Yeah, Pat says, when and where is meetup going to be? So they haven't done that yet. And Ricola's making her moss stitch shawl as she watches. Cool. Yeah, David said hashtags don't have to be case specific, but can only include alphanumeric characters, no punctuation. Okay. But I just noticed that I had those some words capitalized just to, separate the words, but then it just put them all together and it'll still work that way. Hey, Nancy Marie G. Good to have you. Geraldine is here. She says it's raining in Raleigh. Yeah, we have really had some downpours, but then it'll, stop and lighten up. And thank goodness. As I'll be sitting in the car, I was sitting in the car at the post office. I had a bunch of stuff to mail, 4 packages to mail out. And I said, Lord, please let it hold off just a minute so I can get in here with the stuff. I didn't want the books and other things I was sending off to get wet. Deneen said she got 3 Santa sacks today and ice yarn. Happy day. It's a happy Monday for you. That's always. Woohoo. Nancy Lee says, Mimi, you're 45 minutes. Oh, I think I said that. Sandrine said, make it baby dress. I think I said that. Noni May said, crocheting bod doll dresses today. Noni May makes some cute dolls. Are you making those to go on your own dolls, Noni May, or on some other dolls that you have? Just wondering. Yeah, since that moss stitch might be new to some of you, and I know that Ursula was making a cow, and she did an increase, but it wasn't enough of one, so she had to frog back some rows because it is such a dense stitch with not a lot of give to it, so you have to play around with it a little bit. Sylvia, I read that. Sorry, y'all. Forgive me. Dina said, can somebody drop blind stitches link? And I bet you somebody's done that by now. And let's see, I got that. Who knows, said Mimi, I used to be a nurse's aide in Gardner. And V came in. I think I got her howdied. And Antoinette said, hugs, Gina, I saw your live on replay. Awesome job, wasn't it? Very first live. Terrific job. Terrific, terrific, terrific. And Digo said, no one is on the other one. I left the link. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Let's see what else. Deneen said her dog has anxiety now because of those alerts. We have a lot of tornado warnings in Saskatchewan in the summer. Who knew that? I didn't. And Becky had said, and I started to say and didn't. And all that noise, the ordnance scares the mud clean out of you when it goes off. And what David said was, I just assume I'll miss people, so I say hi to all, because, you know, when there's 60-some folks, we got 63 lovely souls. 60, my phone says 62 now, and up here says 61, but I reckon that's close enough. Dina says, working on our usual projects, knitted puppets, crocheting scrunchies, and mermaid tail, as well as crochet angel lollipops. There's my Sissy T. Sissy, I told him you were having kindly of a time with family stuff, so I put you down for extra prayers, you and your family. There's our Liz, Life Talk with Liz. Hey, darling. Just saying hit the button. It helps. Yes, it does. Helps the video get out there a little more. Boost the video, I reckon. And John Wright, who was Angela using her hubby's account, is saying hey to me and everybody in the chat. And who knows, Dina, have you got that ombre in the blanket yet? And Noni May, yes, Noni May has been asking about you, Sissy. She asked me about you. I told her you were having some stuff going on. Hey, sweet Melissa. And Susan Stallcup is saying congratulations to Denisha. Let me try to hurry and catch up. Oh, hurry, 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 play catch up. Crochet Nana Michelle says hey to everybody she missed. And Becky said there were 2 touchdowns, tornadoes close to her, 15 to 20 minutes away, and they were F1 tornadoes. Yikes. I don't like to hear about tornadoes, hurricanes, none of that stuff. Crochet in Agreement says, me too. I'm still listening and peeking at the chat every so often while starting dinner. That's fine. You go on with your life and just have us running. Sunita said the doc had her or gave her steroid pills for her rash. Have they helped, or have you not been on them very long, Sunita? Let's see. Nancy's Hooked on Crochet is here saying, hey again, Granny. Hey, Nancy. And there's Crotchety. She says she may not be able to help with moderating, but Dina's here. We got it, I think, honey. Thank you, though. Her cord on her pooter, her computer, when she said pooter the other day, I thought she was talking about the toilet. Her pooter has pooped out, so she's on the phone. You okay? But I hate about your pooter. It's bad when your pooter conks out. Hey, Virginia Shoot. Good morning from Australia at 7:30 here. She said that was at 5:30, so I'm 9 minutes behind still. She's at 7:30 there. She just woke up, so she'll have to go to breakfast. There's Joe. Saying, hey, Granny with the cheese, I'm up in here, log. We are so excited about Dana's interview with Shira on the She Show tomorrow. Does everybody know about that? Y'all help me. It's at noon, right? On Facebook. Lion Brands, live stuff. I found the She Show. I've watched it several times. On at noon Eastern time. And Miss Dana's going to be on with her tomorrow. Zach's here, if I didn't say. I see Mad Mimi's here. Elaine Brown, if I didn't say. Miss Jeanette DOY is here. Crotchety said, very bad. Trying to find a compatible cord while it's listening makes her crotchety. Talking about her pooter. I'm just going to come up here, guys, because y'all know. Y'all know. And if you need to say something else, if you need to repeat something that I missed, please do. Let's see. David said he was in the chat earlier where a discussion question was, which is worse, a tornado or a hurricane? That's like asking which is worse, cancer or emphysema. Hey, I agree, David. I agree. Denny, so good to see you here, hon. And Liz says we still low on the thumbs. So please leave your thumbprint. I sure would appreciate. Sure would. I think I got here. Okay, Linda says if no one saw her comment earlier, she wants to praise God. Her heart is doing great. She gets to go back to work tomorrow. So, woo! For a praise report from Miss Linda Hendren, Linda Yarn Barn. Mimi said her mother was in one down the road from Haywood Hospital. All the aides and nurses were awesome. You talking about hospice, Mimi, or what? Hey, Mandy Dunstan, if I missed you, didn't mean to. Hey to everybody. I think I got you all. Okay, what I wanted to do today was what I was going to do the other day, and we started these questions. Y'all know who that young lady is, right? That is Connie, and her channel is Just Another Stitch, and she's the one that came out with the 10 crochet and or knitting questions tag, and I did a video on it. There's Froggy. Hey, honey. We got you and your daddy. Hey, Curious V Mind. And we have you and your daddy on our prayer list, and we're going to be playing your videos with the ads and all to help you out while you're off your channel. So don't worry about anything. Oh, Denny, your baby boy was born this morning. Jordan, woo! And what's today? May 3rd? Is today May 3rd or May 3rd, I think. Let's see. Let's see what today is. Yes, it's May 3rd. Got it right for a change. Woohoo. Wooing and a hooing. So I think we had done the first 2 questions. Hey, Katrina, if I didn't say. Oh, Dago says for those who may be interested, she's going to have an auction soon. She couldn't do her thing like she was going to do. Her fundraiser like she had been doing. So she said funds will go to Angels, Dragonfly, Crocheting Things, and to a few others depending on how much is raised. She'll have several items. And Dago, have you put out a video about that, the change? Denny said May 3rd at 7:25 this morning. That's a good time to come into the world. Yes, congrats to Denny on another grandbaby and another grandson. And Dina's putting up the prayers. Oh, my Lord, we are 15 minutes away. Well, let me get a question or 2 in here anyway. We answered, how long have you been crocheting and or knitting? And I think we got to number 2, how did you learn to crochet and or knit? So 3, what made you want to learn to crochet or knit and or knit? Anybody want to answer that? Okay, Dago says she's working on a video. She's working on a video to tell about how things have changed, that she's going to do an auction instead. She says, thanks, Denny says, thanks to all. He's too sweet. I bet you've been getting some sugars. Sugars on them jaws. Oh, good, Joe. I guess bad that there's no bowling tonight, but good that you get to go to Karen's. And it is Monday, so Karen does come on at 6:30. A yarn addict with Karen. Yes, Gina David mentioned Ingrid, and she is on the prayer list. She's in the hospital, but doing a bit better. Good. Sandra Dusenberry wanted to make a baby blanket. Is that what made you want to learn? Hey, Linda Waddell, you learned to crochet in 1970. Linda's Yarn Barn said crocheting just looked interesting to her. Well, Pat, we keep having buffering problems, Miss Pat Dancer. And Linda said her mother taught her. Let's see here. Were there any more before that? I don't think so. Mimi says 53 years crocheting and knitting, and grand aunt showed her when she was 12. Nancy Lee says 60 years she's been crocheting. But what was it that made you want to learn crocheting? Mimi says she wanted to make things like her auntie. Zach says all his yarny friends inspired him to crochet, and he's learning. Angela Wright said to have something to do. Oh, Denny says not yet. You'll see him when he comes home. Okay. Hopefully that'll just be a day or two, maybe. Linda Hendren said her mama taught her when she was 7 years old in 1974. And let's see what. Linda says she didn't have friends, so she learned to crochet. And a lot of us don't have, I've got acquaintances, but they're not really like best friends like I used to have before. When you get grown and everybody's got families and their own stuff going on, we just kind of grow away from folks. I feel closer to you guys, my family, and then y'all. Well, God first, then my family, then you guys. I wanted to do it because I can't sit still and I can't sit and just watch TV. I have always, my grandmother said, and my dad, you got a restless soul. You got to always be on the move or always be doing something. And that's true. If I'm sitting, I'm knitting or crocheting or something. Oh, Dina said prayers. Mandy has surgery. I don't know what that is. Interstem. Quilty said her mom made it look easy. I remember my grandmother trying to teach me how to make. Well, she didn't start off with just teaching me like basic crochet skills. She just wanted me to make slippers right off the cuff, and I couldn't get it. So I was embroidering back then, that crewel embroidery, and then I got into counted cross stitch. And then, knitting I learned way back when, but I didn't stick with it. Then I got back to it. Karen said something about that was great, Joe. I missed something from Joe. Maybe. Oh, about him getting to go to Karen's house. Yes, that is great. And Mama Swift said she was taught to crochet in 2nd grade. So was it in school? Sounds like. Mimi says, Nancy Lee, email her your address so that y'all can meet up. And Pat Dancer, if I didn't say, says she's in a tornado watch. Be safe, girlfriend. You got a basement? Hope. I wish we were taught in school. Linda said she wanted to learn to make pretty things. Linda Waddell. Coping with yarns, praying for Pat. Mad Mimi said Crystal taught me so I could crochet for my new granddaughter. Yep, Crystal Bod. She's been the biggest help to me on, online with video tutorials. Leanne says she's on May 4th already in Australia, known as Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Yep. And it's also the day when Dana goes live with Miss Shira on Facebook at noon. Zach says right now he's taking a little crochet break to make bracelets, and that's great. Sanita says, same, Granny. And Leah says, please share out this live if you can, and thank you. And Dago says, I became a nana, so my supervisor showed her how to crochet 14 years ago. And Joe said, Granny Law, Dana taught Joe. I remember you saying that you were her first student when she used to teach crochet classes. I think you said nobody showed up maybe that first time. Yeah, and Joe, I thought you had just learned fairly recently, but I think Dana said you had been crocheting when we did your All About Joe cahoots on your birthday, that you'd been crocheting for, I think it was something like 7 years. And Nancy Lee says her mother always knitted, but her Aunt Teresa taught her to crochet, and you just fell in love with your first granny blanket she helped you with. Joyce Chapman says been crocheting 52 years and knitting as well. Mother-in-law taught her. That's cool. Dina says, Zach, sometimes you need to take a break and do something else. That's what he's doing. He does beading, makes some pretty bracelets and stuff. Suzanne Wallen says her mom taught her how to knit when she was 7, and she learned how to crochet by watching VOD 2 years ago. Were folks saying howdy to one another. Joyce said, I always have to keep busy. Pat says, I've heard that idle hands are the devil's workshop. Yep. Sylvia says, Granny, your doctor told you to do crocheting to help your blood pressure, anxiety, and depression. Amen to that. Nancy's hooked on crochet, says her mom taught her when she was 19. AJ said, put CC if you want us to drop your link. And Mama Swift said, yes, ma'am. She had a very sweet teacher who taught them how to crochet. So that's great. It's needed making hats with like curling. Well, AJ's got it. Dago said this morning her sweet neighbor told her she was expecting in December near your birthday. I'm proud to announce she's going to be a godmommy. Woohoo! Yay, yay, yay. Dana says she wanted to be able to make gifts for others. She learned from a book when she was 23 years ago, almost 24. And who knows, says we don't have basements here in Texas. You don't? No, that makes me think of that, what was that Pee Wee Herman movie? His bike got stolen. I think that was the one. He was trying to find it. Something about the basement of the Alamo, and all these people started laughing at him and said, there is no basement to the Alamo. Miguel said, Mimi, I worked at Wachusett Manor. Melissa said she was in the hospital for a respiratory event and needed something to ease her anxiety. Her nurse suggested knitting or crochet. And she said she typed in how to crochet on YT and learned from Crystal And that was 2 years ago this May. Interesting to hear about that. And Pat says Texans usually don't have basements. We have outside storm shelters. Why don't y'all? Is it a bunch of rock or something? We got tons of rock under us. Ashley's here from Stitching Ain't Easy. Hey, girlfriend, I've been missing you too. I got to get over to your house. Uh-oh, Miguel says, Pat, they're calling for 2-inch hail. No, no. No to the hail. And Nina says, Zach says, been crocheting a month. Nina said her mom showed her how to knit and the crochet. She wanted to try something new. Folks telling Ashley howdy do. Dina asked Melissa if she would like to be on the prayer list. Hey, Tiger Dragon Girl, Miss Darla. And she says hey to others in the chat. Stitching Ain't Easy is almost up to 575. So, if you are not, if some lovely moderator would drop Stitching Ain't Easy, that's Miss Ashley's channel. If y'all could drop her link and subscribe to her. If you aren't, she's wonderful. And she's friends with Angelia, who is, what is she, Crochet and House Mouse now. She used to be the little Xenia Patch. They're good buddies, and you will love Ashley. Just like you'll love Lisa, Coping with Yarn. And that's kind of what Lisa's channel is about, how knitting and crochet helps with our mental health. And she just said there, yep, so far I'm going to put out a mental health video tonight. And she's asking Ashley how she's doing. And Digo said actually her aunt and uncle in Lubbock, Texas had a blanket. Okay. And Melissa says it's sea level in Texas. And Lisa said, Coping with Yarn, I wanted to be able to make gifts since you were a poor college student. Pat says, bad soil. And Digo said her mom's mom had a basement too. Sweet Melissa said, it's so great hearing how everybody got into crochet. Isn't it fun? And y'all could do this tag too. I didn't think to type the questions in mine. But if you go to Connie's channel, Just Another Stitch, and look in her description box, these 10 questions are in here. And that would be a good video for you to do if you haven't done it yet. And since we only have 1 minute to go, and we're going to have a little 30-minute break, Sunita needs just 5 more to get to 100, Digo says. And there she has Sunita's link. So please help these folks out. We love you, Ashley. We love every one of you. Oh, and Darla's only 6 away from having 250, Tiger Dragon Girl. So could we drop her link too? Let's drop these links and help these folks who are almost at a goal. Okay, who knows, Miguel? I'm so glad you came in and we were praying for you. And that shoulder and that arm and your pain and hoping it just you heal up quickly. AJ said just threw some yarn in your window. Not sure which one he's talking about. Kelly saying hey to Auntie Dana. Y'all please don't forget at noon tomorrow Eastern time on Facebook. You don't do Facebook, I don't know what you'll do. Maybe Dana will have it on her channel if she can do that later on. I'm not sure how that works. But it's a Lion Brand She Show. It's called that because it's Shira. David said he made May 1 viewing hour goal, and now she Now he wants another 1,000 hours by May 31st. So help David out, and I will do the best I can too. I am with Dana's, playlist partners. So I'm doing that too. And Mimi said, Stitching ain't easy. Left you a gift, hugs, which means she subscribed to you. Okay, it's after 6 now, so let's boop out of here. And y'all be sweet. Don't be ugly. And thanks again to all the squirrels and all the green team or Nutty Buddy team. And I will see y'all. Keep working on your boss stitch if you're doing it. I didn't get much more done on this because I've been working on the baby blanket that should be done. But yes, I started a little bit on this. This beautiful yarn I just got at Hobby Lobby. Let's boop on out of here so we can have a little bit of a break. And then there's Barbara Riggle Baker. Dana, are y'all on tonight? I think Dana and Joe are on later tonight too, so be looking for them. But I'll see y'all over at Karen's at 6:30, okay? Go get you a snack or a meal or whatever. Yes, Sweet Tea loves everybody, and we love her right back. And I hope to get over to her house, to give her some goodies, and maybe that'll lift her spirits. Okay, love to everybody. Lashira, you too. Kathleen, everybody. AJ. Ooh, nose itches. Joyce Chapman needs prayer for her niece, Mary, who is having back surgery tomorrow. Dina, did you get that one? I'll leave this going so you can get it up, but I'm going to go ahead and boop out of here. And this is a crazy thing because it just leaves me sitting here. But boop, itty, boop, boop, boop.